3 years ago, I visited my mother's childhood home for the first time. That's it right there. She left this home and her native country over 40 years ago. A country which, like my family, has a varied, difficult, yet rich history. Moreover, this country and my family have a strong sense of Catholicism, which is why it is no surprise that my mother affectionately calls her homeland the land of churches. The Catholic Church is a central aspect of the Polish culture, and here in the U.S., my grandparents, Babcie and Jaji, are the ones responsible for sustaining the Polish Catholic tradition in our family. Poland was a long-standing victim of invasion by Austrians, Turks, Russians, and Germans. When my grandparents were teenagers, World War II commenced with the invasion of their country by the Nazi regime.
Nazi war machine strikes. With terrific violence, the first offensive crashes Poland's troops, striving to preserve the frontiers.
All of Poland was victimized under the Nazi regime. My grandfather was captured and forced into manual labor. Many other Catholic Poles were hauled off to concentration camps. Even after the supposed liberation of Poland, the people faced a new form of repression in their own land. The communist regime was extremely controlling. Behind the Iron Curtain, there was strict enforcement of the government's power to the extent that one's religious identity was oftentimes obscured. Yet my family worked to keep their traditions alive. They also worked to make a new life for themselves in the United States. They immigrated to the States in 1963 during the height of the Cold War. This photo of my grandparents, mother, and uncle was taken in front of the Stefan Batory, the ship that brought them across the Atlantic. Although my grandparents renounced their allegiance to Poland in order to gain U.S. citizenship, they still remained devoted to both their Polish heritage and Catholic identity. Since their arrival in the U.S., my grandparents have struggled with being interlopers in a foreign land, assimilating into a new society, learning a foreign language, finding a niche in a community, and raising children in a now bicultural environment. This constant blending of cultures continues to this day.
Na wierchową nutę ułożoną w rymy. Na zieloną nutę ci pani zaśpiewą. Na zieloną nutę ułożoną w hymny. Na
At their Polish-American parish in New Jersey, Babcie and Jaji carry out the Polish tradition of bringing a basket of food that will be served on Easter to the priest to be blessed.
To będzie świeconka. Zagrzejemy wszystko razem, do stołu nałożymy i będziemy jedli. Wino poświęcone mamy też, poświęcone jajko, poświęcone kiełbasy, poświęconą babki. Mieli duże farmy, mieli swoje kury, jajka mieliśmy swoje i mieliśmy świnię, zabiliśmy, to my z świni robili tą kiełbasę. W sobotę, w piątek i tak się jeszcze trzymało, wszystko się porobiło i do kościoła się poszło, do Bożego Grobu, jajka się poświęciło i przyszło się do domu. Rano się zawsze szło na rezurekcję, rano, a później przychodziło się, robiło się śniadanie z jajka i wszystkie razem pomodlili się i wszystko razem spożywali jedzenie.
Teraz jak my jesteśmy w Ameryce, to się wszystko troszeczkę zmieniło, my troszeczkę później robimy wszystko.
No to drugi raz też my jedli.
Tak, i drugi raz. No,
In a
ale-
phone conversation with my mother, I asked her why she had not carried out the same traditions as Babcie did, and why so many of these traditions have changed since they came to the United States.
When we came to the United States and I was very young, both of my parents wanted me to fit into the American culture. They urged me to learn English and to do well in school. Kind of lost touch with the culture, and now that both of my parents are getting older, our Polish traditions have changed to fit their lifestyle. I would like to carry these traditions on, but I don't know if I'll ever be as dedicated to them as both of my parents are.